Hey, what's going on, guys? Lockhart here with probably his last Magicka Warden build for this patch. I've played around with a lot of different sets. I've shown you guys 3 or 4 different videos of different variants, and what I found best is what I have right now. I'm just going to delve right into it, make it quick and simple. Alright, so as you can see, I'm a high elf, running Tristats food along with the Astronaut. Gives my stats unbuffed. Both are looking right around this. Notice we have 20k defense on the back. Now we do. Okay, so since I'm running, we're doing 6-1-0, meaning 6 light, 1 medium, 0 heavy. Here's why. Okay, so we are running 5 necropotence on front and back bar. We have a Daedric enchantment on the front bar. This will get nerfed in the upcoming patch, but it's still too good to pass up. As of right now, we are currently running defending and sharpened. This will change when the patch actually does hit. Instead of the defending trait, we will actually be running infused, and we will have the spell damage proc on our back bar, and that'll give us almost an extra 500 spell power, in addition to running sharpened and shit on the front bar with the Oblivion enchant. We are running medium. The reason we're running medium is because on this build we're actually running shuffle, and as you guys know, shuffle removes a blah blah immunization to mobilization stairs. Or yeah, it's only half a second, but if your talons, let's say if you get CC'd, you break free, all you gotta do is pop shuffle, you're free. You know, then roll dodge after you, more CC immunity. Okay. Next set we're running, of course, Amber Plasm. Cannot go wrong with this shit. This allows us to run our shuffle. So, spell damage on all the jewelry. Pretty typical on the small pieces. Have impin, big pieces infused. The reason we're running Necropotence on front and back bar, it's really annoying when you have a super high max on your front bar. Notice my my magic pool, okay? So I'm up to 51k right now. Notice when I swap my back bar, then swap back to my front bar, that magic's immediately gone. So just by doing that, I'm losing 5,000 magicka. And that's running it on both bars. And if you wasn't running it on both bars, it would be more detrimental. You'd be losing like almost 10k when you swap back and forth. So this is why you want Necropotence on both bars. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're below the 10k from your 100% threshold, but see, watch. Yeah, so you lose magic when you do that, and that can greatly impact your sustain. Okay, so let's go over our skills. We are running Inner Light. This build's built primarily for really small group solo play. So I'm running Inner Light instead of Fetch for Infection or Growing Swarm. I just like the extra crit, and it really synergizes well running a front bar harness. You can switch this out for Dampen, but instead of running the Tristats, you may want to run Witch Mothers to compensate for the Magicka loss. Running Force Pulse, Crushing Shot is also a great alternative. I just like the Force Pulse for a little bit of extra execute damage. Running Screaming Cliff Racer, pretty typical, and Deep Fissure on front bar along with Northern Storm for ultimate. I mainly have this to it's a pretty decent ultimate. It counts as a dot. I mean, you get the 30% protection. Plus, you get the max match. This build doesn't have any really reliable CC, so when you hit hard, you have to hit as hard as fucking possible. Okay. Just kind of take a look at the tooltips. I mean, it's no big deal. 16137. I mean, it can go up to almost 18k with a spell power enchant. 20k harness, not bad. Dampen, like I said, you'll have a lot higher shields, but you will be sacrificing some sustain. On our back bar, we're running Healing Ward, running Bird of Prey. Keep this up when you go in for burst. You don't necessarily have to keep this up all the time. It is fairly expensive, and it's only really short buff. So when you think you're gonna be going in for a burst, just pop this, and there you go. Running Blue Betty, shit's too good. You get the free purge. I mean, it's free cost. I mean, you can run the Betty Netch. Oh, not the Betty Netch. Where the fuck the other one is? A Bull Netch. If you're having stamina sustain issues, which you won't with Amber Plasma, I promise. Next, we're running Shuffle. This is your bread and butter on this build. We are not using any spells from the green tree. I'll go over that in just a second. And this is, I can see anyone ever not using this. Gives you, you know, your resistance buff, and of course 8% applies to your shields, and ice comment on the back bar for our burst combo. The reason we're able to run shuffle is because of our champion system, and we'll go over that right now. First tree, we got 51 in the Warlord. I have a lot of points in here because I do not run move pots, so I'm breaking free a lot. Next tree, at 7% Mooncalf, you'll have about 1,000 recovery. I like, you know, whole numbers, that's why I have 7% in there. Arcanist, got some wasted points in here, that's okay. Tumbling, I, you know, tumble more than I roll dodge. Shit, I roll dodge more than I block, so there you go, fellas. Whoops. This tree is pretty set in stone. I feel really comfortable about these values. 19% crits, good enough. You don't need to pop 72 points in this. The 4% crits really not gonna matter anyway. People running a shit ton of impen. This build's all about maxing your base damage as much as possible, which will therein give you higher crits. Running 49 points in Ellie Expert, running 4,000 points in Spell Erosion. Heavy Armor is still viable. This essentially takes the place of Spinners. You know, so this is just to make sure your targets are as squishy as possible when you do go in for your burst. We're running 51 points in the Master of Arms. We would run more, but the thing is, our Deep Fissure doesn't count as a direct damage attack. So as of right now, we just got 51 points in this instead of 72. 8 in the Staff Expert. Just point being, I mean, you're weaving. So there you go. None in this tree. I don't see where you would put them. Maybe Mighty, maybe Thaumaturgy if you plan on running Veteran Infection or Growing Swarm. I don't really all that much, so I don't put any points in it. Only had 39 points in the Ironclad. A couple wasted points here. I actually misclicked, but oh well. 15% just fine the way it is. A lot of people stack 72 in this to get the whatever it is percent. I feel that it's better to have, you know, flat values. Your Hardy and your Ellie Defender, in addition to your Ironclad, all apply to your shields. So with all three of these, you're pretty tanky as is. Another, what, 4% really not going to make or break you. Okay, 22 in the Light Armor focus. The reason we have so many points in this tree is so we can have the Unchained passive, so we can sustain ourselves with Shuffle. I mean, this speaks for itself. This is mid to game about 4% damage. This does not apply to shields because there's resistances. That's okay. And last but not least, we have 51 points in the Bastion. I don't feel we need any quick recovery. I'm getting attacked. That sucks. What the fuck this thing is. You can see my bars where I'm doing a broadcast, but I don't know where the fuck these things come from. It's a cool ass looking golem. Anyway. That really about does it for the build. I told you I was going to keep this short and sweet. I don't really think I missed anything. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. Really, Zoss needs to get on their shit and actually fix the battlegrounds for console. I think they said they did, but I'm still getting 15-minute skews with 2 people, so that sucks. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Good luck out there. Hopefully the PTR changes, you know, hopefully it gets here soon, so I actually theory craft some more builds. But till that time guys, take care. Thanks for watching.